Greetings, this is the Instrument Sidekick video for the percussion. Page 10, B-flat scale, and Joy to the World. Alright, so page 10 is B-flat scale and Joy to the World. Obviously, this page is all about the bells. Hopefully you remembered to use some masking tape or something and some markers or whatever to relabel where the flat notes are. So instead of A sharp, you have B flat. Instead of D sharp, you have E flat. And you're going to want that with all of them, okay? Because today we're going to talk about the scales. Last page we talked about rudiments, which are the scales of snare drum playing. But bells are actually scales, all right? So you actually do scales, and you have to memorize them. And this particular scale should be easy to memorize. Now, what scales do is they go up and down by step, hence the pictures of steps down here, okay? One letter at a time. So they go forward in the alphabet or backward in the alphabet, one letter at a time. Never skipping a letter, and after G, you always go back to A. Okay, so the musical alphabet after G, instead of going to H, always goes back to A. So you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All right, you'll always go back to the A after the G. So you go in alphabetical order, and what makes each scale unique is which letters are flat or sharp. In the B-flat scale, that's a scale that the band usually starts with, B's are flat and E's are flat, the ones that we changed on the keys here, and that's why we did that so early, because that's a scale that we start with. So we go up, starting with B flat. Now you'll never have B and B flat in the same song, or E and E flat. So don't hit the B key that's down here, okay? Don't hit that B key. You start with the B flat key. Then you go up by step. So you keep going towards your right on the bells, one letter at a time, but only one letter at a time. So after the B flat, don't go to the B, skip to the C instead, because you already did a B. So it's B flat, but that still counts as the B in the scale. B flat, C, D, and then instead of E, you hit E flat, and then don't hit E because you already hit E, so after E flat, go to F, G, A, B flat. And the scale always goes from the name of the scale all the way up one letter at a time to the same name of the scale, and then one letter at a time all the way back down. All right, so on the bells, I gotta apparently drop this. All right. All right, you're still there. All right. So I tripped on the wire on the way down there. All right, so I left my bells over there. This time I won't trip in the wire. All right, let's see if I can do that. Bells. All right, so bell, bell, bell. Put this down. Open her up. Pull out my mallets. Woo! All right, and push this back a little bit. All right, and angle it down. All right, so B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, and then all the way back down. Okay, I like to practice it once with just my right hand, once with just my left hand. And then once switching. Okay, so you get used to alternating hands, you get used to doing things with your right and doing things with your left. So both hands are really doing their job, keeping up the work. Now, the reason why the page is called Joy to the World is because if I start in the high B flat and go down to Joy to the World, that's how those are the notes of Joy to the World. So it goes like this. So that might be fun to do once in a while, all right? And that might help you practice it so you know it sounds like Joy to the World. So that way you are practicing. If it doesn't sound like Joy to the World, maybe you missed a note or you hit, maybe you hit the B and the B flat or something like that. Maybe something weird happened. So practice that. Work on memorizing the B flat scale. You're going to be memorizing a number of scales on the bells, just like you have to memorize a number of rudiments on the snare drum. So now you're working on single paradiddle with the snare drum and your rolls, step one. All right, you want to be doing both those every day. So like you're going to take your sticks, you're going to keep a beat for a couple minutes, you're going to do roll step 1 for like 5 minutes, and then you're going to do paradiddle for 5 minutes, and then work on your songs that we already talked about on here, the holiday tunes, hot cross buns, and then try to memorize the B flat scale, okay? And that should fill up your half hour of practice time pretty solid, all right? So keep practicing half an hour every day. Don't skip any days. And may the force be with you.